If you're thinking about making baby food at home, you've probably seen this. This is the Grownsy baby food maker. We've been using it for a bit now, so I'm going to show you exactly how it works and tell you my honest thoughts whether I think it's worth it. So today I'm going to make a real recipe that I've been using with this Grownsy baby food maker, so you can get a sense of how the baby food maker works, and I'll go over all the features as well as we go through it. So first we're going to peel the zucchini, apple, and pear, and then cut it up into small chunks. Not too small, not too big, just like medium-sized chunks. And once we cut everything up, we're just going to put that right into the baby food maker. As you can see, it has a steamer basket, so we're going to put them right in there. Thankfully, it fits all of it in one go. Then we're going to fill the baby food maker with water all the way up to the fill line. And once we do that, we're going to close up everything with the lids and then press the power button to turn it on and press steam. In this case, we're going to do 15 minutes. If I wasn't using the steamer right now, I would have to get like a pot or pan here. I have to get like a separate steamer just for the vegetables. I'd have to put water in it, put it on the stove top, boil everything. I mean, just look at the extra mess. Like, this is just from her regular non-puree food. Think about how much even more work you're gonna have to do if we didn't have this right here. And look how much it takes up like no space at all either. That's the biggest thing I've noticed so far with this, just how much space, time, energy, and resources this baby food maker saves. Now that it's done steaming, you just take the basket out and dump it right into the blending area. From there, I just let it cool down for a few minutes. That's a good time to get the rest of the ingredients, which was going to be flax and chia seeds for fiber, yogurt, and an avocado. I just like to use half an avocado, so you can save the other half for later. So we're just going to put in the avocado, the yogurt, and the chia and flax seeds now. From there, you can either choose auto blend or manual blend. I'm going to try the auto blend in this case because I already tried the manual last time. I'm going to stop it early though because I don't want it to be too much of a puree. I want it to be more on the chunky side, but that's because my baby's a little bit older and she prefers more texture. So feel free to choose your exact consistency. In terms of materials, the bowl is made from Triton, which is a BPA-free plastic and has no phthalates. Alright, so this is what it looks like once you are done. And honestly, this recipe is pretty great. It tastes really good even for us adults. My picky baby loves this. She already fell asleep by the time I finished making this, but I've made this before, so here's a clip of her eating it when I made it several weeks ago. So here's my final honest takes about this baby food maker. If you're looking for convenience, you don't want to deal with multiple pots and blenders and steamers, and you plan to make baby food consistently, then this Grownsy baby food maker makes it easy. Again, as a busy parent, I'm always looking for things that save time and actually work, and this is one of those things. If you're interested in checking it out, click the link below in the description and use my coupon code Koohry58 for an extra 15% off at checkout. If you have any more questions, just comment below and I'll try my best to get back to you. But until next time, stay vigilant out there and I'll see you guys on the next video.